We're finally back at the Caboodle greenhouse. I did some work. I got the roof sheathing done. This force field product that was recommended for the roof, they quit selling it at the place I bought it from. I looked at a 150-mile radius. They just don't have it available. I could probably buy it, have it shipped here, but the expense wasn't worth it. So I finished off the parts that I was missing with the traditional OSB and tar paper, so it looks kind of weird. Coming down here, I've got the ends sheath opening done, and today is the day that we get to move this big pile of dirt down on the bottom. My good friend Jamie is here with his skid steer. We'll work on getting this done. Finally, it's been raining so much. This has been nothing but a mud pit for the better part of a month, so it's been a long time waiting to get this done. So we're gonna get this going a little bit, try to set the camera up. This could take a while, but we're gonna get her done. This big mound of clay turns out to be a big wet mound of clay, so this is gonna be a challenge the entire way. But we have a sheet of plywood down on the ground inside the greenhouse, supported by some cinder blocks, so when we dump this down, if there's any rocks or something, it won't crush the drainage tile I have in there. Jamie's bringing in the first scoop. Here we go. Started with, we'll just rake it off of that plywood side to side. Another big rock. Thank goodness we got that plywood there. Well, it's working out. That plywood did a shot. One big rock down there that would have definitely As you can see, we ran a soil compactor over this area. We did that periodically to help avoid settling issues later on. And as Colton's finishing up this part here, I just would ask if you could please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. It would really help the channel out. And for the next portion of this video, I just have some still photos I'm going to show you of the progress we made. I had a number of family members come over and help me out. It was a great moment to get a lot of things done in a hurry when they all came over and they heard I was going to have surgery. And I was trying to get this thing buttoned up before surgery. So my brothers, my sister, my mom, my dad came over from out of state to help out. Greatly appreciated. We got a lot accomplished when they were here. And throughout this whole process, my wife, my kids, they all did different things at different times, and it was greatly appreciated. And we did a ton of stuff, and it took a lot of hours, so I wasn't able to set up a camera to record everything we did because there would be literally 20 to 30 hours of video to sort through. So we continued on with backfilling of dirt, and when I say dirt, I mean clay, and when I say clay, I mean this stuff was some just wet, clumpy stuff to shovel around. It's really good stuff for storing the temperature from the air that's going to be piped through there, but it's horrible to work with. We just used the equipment we had available, which was a skid steer with a loader bucket to dump the dirt in. And you'll see that we had fastened a couple of 2x6s on the back of a 4x8 sheet of plywood. We kind of made a ramp out of that so we could dump the dirt in, and it would kind of run downhill towards the back wall, so it would save us some time shoveling. Actually worked out pretty well that way. And you'll see there's various pieces of plywood in the picture here that we used it to kind of cover up the black drainage tile, the air duct tiles, so none of them were damaged if a big rock were to fall out of the loader bucket. Didn't want to smash them, so we put those cement blocks down, laid the plywood on top of them, and we were able to keep those pipes from getting crushed, because that would have been a pain to have to stop everything and repair or replace a section of pipe because of a rock crushing it. So, and you can see then it also worked out that we could load up the dirt. It would sit on top of that 4x8 sheet of plywood, and you could take the loader and lift up on it, and it kind of dumped it in the back corner. So there again, saved us a lot of time shoveling. And this is a picture of the last probably 12 feet of backfill that we had to do. You can see the piping that's installed there. There is 2 feet of fill below this that has another layer that's another section of piping underneath what you see here. So this is the second layer that you see, and that we're going to cover up with 2 more feet of dirt on top of that. If you look and notice that there's the entrance door is approximately 4 feet above these pipes, so we're going to put in 2 more feet, leaving us with about 2 feet from going through the door down to the final surface that we'll be using for walking around on. And you notice over on the right corner that white vertical pipe, the air pipe sticking up there. You'll see in the next picture of what it looks like when we finished filling in the 2 feet of fill. I put a black bag over the pipe to avoid having any of that dirt fall down inside that air pipe. Didn't want that to get plugged up with dirt, so we covered that up. But here's the finished grade of the dirt portion of it, and when it's all said and done here, I'm just going to put a couple of steps in to come into the greenhouse. After we did this, we went through, we got as level as we could, ran the compactor over it again, kind of shifted the dirt around the best we could to get it level, and then we came back and dumped some gravel on top of that, and the gravel is going to be the final surface that we will have installed in this, and that will be what we'll be walking on and putting our raised beds on top of, and so on. So here's a picture of the finished product. It's the gravel's installed. We ran the compactor over that too. That thing worked really nice, leveled out really nice. This roof section, we've got some tin on the roof. Since none of us are experts at this stuff, it probably slowed us up a little bit, but turned out really nice. And then after we did the metal on the roof, then we moved on to putting the siding on the ends. This is just a lap siding. It's a fiber cement board and some fiber cement trim, and it's going to be painted to match the colors of my house. I probably should have painted it before I applied it on the building. It probably would have been easier, but turned out really nice. Like the way it's looking. I have one outlet box on the end. I'm just going to have a motion detector with a light on that. We've been waiting to get this done for a really long time. Super happy to get it done. Got to this point. Now if the weather ever clears up, we can finish putting in the polycarbonate panels and get this thing buttoned up. So that's all I have for this video. I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next section of getting this thing put together. Thanks for watching.